Bob Good is telling me that there are 10 hard no votes on McCarthy. True or false?
Been a number that have come out. There have been a number that have come out and publicly stated that they're not going to vote for Kevin McCarthy, but I think we'll have to actually see how many that is on January the 3rd.
What does your instinct say, Congressman?
I didn't hear you, John.
Okay, what do your instincts say instinctively? Do you think McCarthy can get there? Can he get to 218? Can he make enough deals? What does your instinct say?
Well, I'll tell you that negotiations are still going on right now, and we're seeing a lot of hesitation from the Republican conference, and as a result, well, John, I don't predict the future, but I'll tell you that it's going to be hard for Leader McCarthy right now. But I couldn't actually tell you.
Are you one of the no votes now?
Well, I will tell you that you'll know that on January the 3rd, John. We're still having negotiations.
Good answer. Good answer, Congressman. Okay, good. Fair enough. You know, I had to ask the question. I'll take your answer on face value. I already know what the answer is, but I just had to ask it. Okay, tell me, what are your? I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry, Andrew. What are your conference goals for the 118th Congress? Your goals.
Well, my goals? Well, I'll tell you that I want to hold the Biden administration accountable, and I'm really thrilled that we can do that through oversight. I think that President Biden's financial dealings will be the prime target. We have hard evidence of financial issues that he's got, especially when it comes to foreign countries. We know that there have been at least 150 that have been issued by various banks in this country over the financial dealings of the entire Biden family, whether that's Jim Biden or it's Hunter Biden, and we're going to investigate those. We have 2 right now, but we believe we're going to get the other 148 suspicious activity reports. You know, this is so concerning because we have a president that can potentially be influenced by foreign powers because of foreign business dealings. You know, President Biden, and these investigations are directly about President Biden, because if his financial dealing compromised him, or how much they've compromised him, really, then we need to know that, because this goes back to a national security risk for our country. If a foreign government is able to coerce him or blackmail him or something like that, influence him, their position because of financial dealings that he's had, then we've got a serious problem in this country. And we have to know that. The American people have to know that. How compromised is Joe Biden? That's the main question that we're going to investigate, and that's our priority on oversight.
So from a public relations standpoint, you know that the fake news is going to be hammering you guys, saying that no one cares, it doesn't matter, you need to focus on things that are important, kitchen table issues, it's taking your eye off the ball, he didn't do anything right. The fake news is already mounting the defense now. You guys haven't even started. Are you guys going to be able to stand up to that amount of public pressure?
Well, John, I'll tell you that the fake news has never been on our side. They have always come down on the side of the liberal left. I firmly believe that they are a arm of the Democrat Party. So I believe we'll be able to stand up to whatever they have to say, because we have truth on our side, and truth will prevail over Democrat talking points. And we're going to bring the truth to the American people, and the American people get to decide, not the left-wing media that simply has an agenda. That's what they have, and all of their news, or really it's opinion, all of their opinion drives that agenda. So we're going to stand up to it, John. Absolutely, we are.
Congressman Clyde, Marjorie Taylor Greene the other day announced in one of the committees that she's on that she's calling for an audit of every dime that went to Ukraine, ostensibly to help them in their war effort. Now we're finding out allegedly that some significant portion of the money that we gave to the Ukraine to get to the front was put in their sovereign fund and invested into this crypto fraud company, FTX, that then turned around and gave money to the Democratic Party and the Democratic candidates. So it was almost, allegedly, it almost seems like a spinning money laundering scheme back to the Democrats. That's what it appears right now. Allegedly, this hasn't been proven to some people, but either way, the money's not supposed to go in their sovereign fund to make investments. It's supposed to go for armaments on the front. What is the depth of the audit for the money that went to Ukraine that oversight envisions, Congressman?
Well, I'll tell you that back in July of last year, we had an NDAA where I introduced an amendment. That amendment was to create a inspector general specifically for Ukraine aid, and the Democrats shot that down. They voted it down in the Rules Committee, and I'm all about making sure that every dime that we send to Ukraine has and is accountable to the American people, because we need to know where that money went, which is why I joined Marjorie Taylor Greene in this resolution and why I submitted this amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act. And I think it's so absolutely important that we have this kind of accountability. And when you have $38 million, at least that's what we know of right now, that went to Ukraine and got funneled back through FTX, to Democrat initiatives here in the United States, that's incredibly concerning. And, you can look and see why are the Democrats so interested in getting money sent over to Ukraine? Well, when some of it comes back to them, now you know the real motive.
It's unbelievable when we do the money trail to see what happened with this money. How do you see the continual funding of Ukraine going now with the Republican Congress? Obviously, Biden has some authority to just be sending money, but we've never really had a vote on this in Congress, right? I mean, it's just kind of the money just see billions and billions of dollars keep flowing there. What's going to be the procedure in the Republican House?
The president asked for 7 more. The president just asked for $37 billion more to go to Ukraine, and I think he's going to have a tough time. Now, the Democrats are still in charge of the House, so they could push this through with Democrat votes, but I don't think that they'll have the votes necessarily on the Democrat side. It's certainly not something that I would support. I think that it's a waste of money. I mean, we have an open southern border right now, and we're more concerned about Ukraine's sovereign borders than we're concerned about our sovereign borders. And that's a big mistake. That's a policy, blunder by the Biden administration.
Congressman Andrew Clyde, I want to thank you for being with us the Monday before Thanksgiving. I wish a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and I want to thank you for coming on our show.